He was a skilled and courageous adversary, a great commander. So spoke Winston Churchill of Erwin Rommel during an address to Parliament after the French campaign. The future Desert Fox would become one of Hitler's favorite generals, leading the Afrika Korps and displaying tactical genius, inspiring his troops and maximizing limited resources. For his brilliance, he received the diamonds to his Knight's Cross. By 1944, Rommel was tasked with organizing the Atlantic Wall, designed to repel the inevitable Allied invasion of Europe. But July of that year proved fateful for the Field Marshal. On the 17th, Rommel was severely wounded in a British air raid and taken home to recover. Just days later came the infamous, failed assassination attempt on Hitler. Though not directly involved, Rommel felt the Führer's wrath. Hitler faced a dilemma: how to eliminate Germany's most popular general without inciting public outrage. The decision was made to force Rommel's suicide and announce that he had succumbed to his battle wounds. The details of Rommel's final moments come from his son Manfred. Then a 15-year-old serving with anti-aircraft forces near his home, Manfred was allowed to visit his convalescing father on October 14th. By then, the family suspected the allegations against the Field Marshal and the recent executions. Manfred recalled, "I arrived at home around 7 a.m. My father was at breakfast. I was quickly brought a cup of tea, and we had breakfast together. Then we walked in the garden. Shortly before 12, my father went to his room on the ground floor and changed into his beloved Africa tunic, which he adored because of its open collar. Around 12, a dark green car with Berlin plates pulled up at our garden gate. Besides Rommel, his aides, Captain Aldinger, a severely wounded corporal, a war veteran, my mother and I were at home. 2 generals emerged from the car and entered the house. They were respectful and asked to speak with my father in private. After a few minutes, I heard my father go upstairs and enter my mother's room. Wanting to know what was happening, I followed him. He stood in the middle of the room, pale-faced. Then we went to my room, and my father told me, 'I have just had to tell your mother that I will be dead in a quarter of an hour.' He was calm. 'I will have to die by my own people's hand. Hitler accuses me of treason. But because of my services in Africa,' he said sarcastically, 'I have a choice: to die by poison, which these 2 generals have brought with them. Death will occur in 3 seconds if I take it. If I do, nothing will be done against my family. They will also leave my staff alone.' I interrupted him. 'Do you believe it?' He replied, 'Yes, I believe it. It's in their interest.' A shadow of fear, a pact of silence. The year is 1944, and within the walls of a secluded residence, a desperate scene unfolds. A father, a decorated field marshal, bound by an oath more terrifying than any battlefield. If you utter a word, he warned, they will tear the agreement apart. His son, desperate, questioned their helplessness. 'Can't we defend ourselves?' The father's grim reply echoed the despair of the time. 'It is pointless. Better one death than the deaths of us all.' The messenger, Order Gaillard, delivered the chilling news. A phone call, expected within 15 minutes, would report a sudden, fatal turn. A feigned medical emergency. A cover for something far more sinister. 'I must go,' the father stated, his time dwindling. A hurried farewell. His son assisted him with his coat. A moment of mundane normalcy, shattered by the undercurrent of dread. He reached for his wallet, a flicker of uncertainty in his eyes. 'Should I take money?' 'It doesn't matter,' the son replied. The field marshal carefully returned the wallet to his pocket. As he entered the hall, his loyal dachshund, a comfort from happier times in France, whined and strained to follow. 'Lock the dog in the study,' he commanded, his voice betraying the strain. He waited, framed by the ornate molding, until the dog was secured. 2 generals stood guard at the garden gate. Each step on the gravel path amplified the tension. A car awaited, its driver a silent member of the SS. With a final, forced composure, the field marshal shook hands, then entered the vehicle. The two generals followed, the door slammed shut. He never looked back as the car sped away, disappearing around the bend. 20 minutes crawled by. The phone rang. Order Geyer answered. The predetermined message of the field marshal's demise was delivered. The truth, initially veiled, later emerged. The car had traveled only a short distance before stopping on the edge of the woods. A Gestapo officer, hidden nearby, had been given chilling instructions: assassinate the field marshal and storm the house should he resist. The driver and another officer exited, leaving the field marshal alone inside. When the driver was allowed to return, he discovered the field marshal slumped forward, his cap and baton fallen to the floor. The charade was complete. A life, extinguished under a veil of secrecy and fear.